Okay, go forward. Turn to the right a little bit. Just all you gotta do is take your foot off the brake. You don't need to give it any gas.
So, is it good?
Yeah. Easy, push the brake. Smooth. A little more. Stop. Okay, push it back up into park. That thing, keep your foot on the brake. All the way up to P. Okay, turn it off, take your foot off the brake. There you go. Last night I went over to the scrapyard right before they closed, and I found all these T-posts at the scrapyard. So they sold me 98 T-posts for $1 a piece, and I've just, you know, become aware that I've got to collect about 1,000 T-posts, and if I don't want to pay retail, which is usually anywhere from about $4 to $7 depending on where you buy them, I just try and buy them every chance I get. So I paid $98 for all those T-posts, and then I bought all this 3-foot chain link. And the reason I bought the chain link is because we're going to go across the front of the property with the chain link. So what I want to do is a 3-foot, I'm going to put the posts about 8 feet apart like we've already started doing. But I'm going to do chain link down low, and I'm going to do barbed wire up top. And just across the front. This is only for the across the front. And then we will do barbed wire around the rest of it. But I paid 15 cents a pound for the chain link, and there's about 800 pounds of chain link there. So I've spent this morning about 230 bucks on all this stuff, but there's way more money than that if I'd had to buy it new. We just came up to the property to unload it, and we're going to go look at a truck. We used Mom's car to go up to the property. We got it all dusty and dirty. She takes good care of her car, so we thought we'd come and spray it off when we went back home. Retro's handling the magic wand. Big brother's giving little brother the weekly bath at the car wash. Rad. Don't get his shorts wet. Okay, keep going on the car.
We're heading to Salt Lake to pick up a new truck right now. We're gonna go get a Ford F-350 2004 because my dad just sold the flatbed a couple days ago after having some really bad luck with it. He busted out the back window and he leaked fuel all over the highway. And yeah.
How did I bust out the back window? The ratchet strap fell between the toolbox and the cab of the truck and wrapped around the driveline and whipped around and smashed out the back window and hit my elbow in the process. I thought I needed stitches, and then it hooked into, punctured a hole in the gas tank, and the guy that wanted it didn't care. He just wanted it because it had that hydraulic snowplow, so we sold it to him for twice what we paid for it, and we're on our way a couple hours south to get a nice big F-350 4x4 that will hopefully fill the void. What else you got to say there, Seiji?
It's my first time driving from Salt Lake. So
driving on a
nervous.
major freeway by yourself, because you'll have to be following me back up here, right?
Yep.
And by the way, my license is suspended, so this could be an interesting trip.
And I've only had my license for 2 weeks, so.
Got a traffic ticket in Arizona that I forgot about, and I just found out my license is suspended. So, gotta love the Nazis.
Papa might be going to jail.
Gotta love the Nazis with a DMV. All right.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Look at this. Are we keeping this car?
Nope.
Oh. Is it gonna be like? Oh, never mind.
I made a deal with your mother that I'd sell it before we started on any of the projects up there at the property, so we gotta finish putting it back together. Hopefully it'll pay for the materials for the pole barn. So Just gonna finish buffing it out and putting the trim back on and get it sold.
Are you gonna use the money that you got from it for like most of the, or like all of the parts for the pole barn?
Well, part of it is your mom wants it out of the driveway, so that's part of it. But then, yeah, we should make enough money. It'll pay for most of the material, if not all the material, for the pole barn. That's the goal, is to get the pole barn finished.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Like my paint job out there?
I'll like it better when it's out of the driveway and sold. And I got that cash back in my pocket.
In your pocket?
My pocket.
Oh, yeah?
I earned that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did all that work out there.
Oh, yeah.
I watched you for hours and hours and hours work on that thing.
Just being married to me is what I gotta pay you?
Yeah. I took care of the kids while you were out there.
Okay.
So you're gonna pay me for holding down the fort while you're out there slaving over an eagle.
An eagle. It's the American
Is that
dream,
what
baby.
American-
American Motors Company. Has to be an eagle.
American made.
Send her down the road.
Can you eat the eagle egg? That's the famous question. Because
That's
you'll be
nacho.
strong.
That's Nacho Libre.
Get it out of the driveway
I'm on it. Next week it'll be on eBay next week.
before the snow comes.
And I gotta get the Jeep finished, and we gotta get the pole barn built, we gotta get the fence finished, and we gotta get our foundation poured for the house. And we gotta move up there, live in the
Check.
pole barn.
Check your wife into the nut house. Just kidding.
It's been like this for 18 years. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Nothing new, right? I love your dreams, baby. You're amazing.
Call me
I'm
baby.
glad I can live vicariously through you.
Please don't call me baby.
You don't like baby?
You know that's not pointless. $1,000, not bad for $1,000. Needs a little bit of work. TLC, build a flatbed for it. Build a headache rack like the other truck. Am I gonna let you drive it? Yes, I'll let you drive it. This would be a good one for you to learn to drive it. Right now?
Keys, please.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Wait,
Okay, what do you do?
but we're not moving.
Why aren't we moving?
Because that thing's important.
That's for the four-wheel drive.
That thing's
Okay,
important.
put your foot on the brake. Remember, no matter what you do, nope, not your left foot. Use your right foot. Never use your left foot unless you're got a manual transmission.
I like driving your other truck.
It's the same thing.
What is it? Okay.
Okay, where are you wanting to get the orange pointer up there?
What orange pointer?
Okay, what's it on right now?
0.
P.
Oh.
That's P for park. Okay, where are you trying to get to?
Drive.
Okay, which is D, right?
Yes.
P, R, see, foot on the brake,
Then pull it.
down.
Oh.
Okay, you're now in drive. Okay, this road's gonna have cars on it potentially, so you need to be aware, just be aware of what's going on around you.
I
Okay,
already checked.
go ahead and pull out.
This is kind of scary. Is that too fast?
Stay in the middle of the road. Hope we don't pass the sheriff. Don't be looking over here at the camera. Stay on your side. On your side. How old are you?
14.
When do you get your driver's license in Idaho?
14 and a half. Actually, yeah.
There's a fire. There's something burning around here. Hopefully it's not our property. What do you think, Nanny? You can drive this bad boy to high school?
Not unless you fix it.
How do I have to fix it? Put a flatbed on it? Make it a cowgirl truck?
I just don't like the rust.
You don't like the rust?
Yeah.
Make the rust go away?
Yeah.
Fix the dents? We could probably do that. All right, real quick recap of this week. We Monday picked up almost 100 T-posts and fencing, hauled it up to the property. That's the only time I've been to the property. Actually, I went Tuesday. That's when I had the whole encounter with the tie down. Sold the truck on Tuesday. Found this truck. We just went out and drove it. What do you think, Nanny?
I like it.
You want to keep her?
No.
Cheyenne says, why don't we ever keep anything? And I said, because I enjoy the pursuit. I don't get emotionally involved with these vehicles too often. I enjoy just seeing if I can make them better, that This truck I'm gonna put a little effort into, because this truck has the potential to be a $6,000 or $7,000 truck. I sold the flatbed for twice what I paid for it. This is an F350 that has the 5.4 Triton V8 in it, which I prefer the diesels if I can find them, but to find a 2004 with a diesel in it, I would have paid a lot more money, especially with the F350. But I like the Tritons. I know the motors. I've had to go through them, and the guy sold this thing with issues, and when I got there and drove it, I immediately knew what it was. It's the coil packs and the spark plugs, which these actually had a recall on, and I've changed the plugs and the coil packs on a couple others. My wife's expeditions that we had. What else did we do? We painted the Eagle, which is a big deal. That car's been kind of, I have a tendency to get ambitious when I first get projects, and then I get burned out, and that Eagle was too big of a project. I never should have bought it knowing that we just bought the land, but I got it painted, and I'm gonna slap all the trim back on it. It'll be an easy money maker. I won't make a ton of money off that one, but I don't really care. My wife just wants it out of the driveway. The Jeep is the next big project. I will probably take my time with that Jeep. I hope to get the pole barn finished before I finish the Jeep, because that Jeep's going to be a special. It's going to be a special Jeep. Took Cheyenne for a drive. What else? Me and Sage made it down to Salt Lake to pick this truck up. I didn't get pulled over, although on the way home she got pulled over right on the border of Utah and Idaho. There's a little town that these cops watch for our county plates, in my opinion, and she got pulled over for a brake light. And as soon as she got pulled over, I called her and I just told her I wasn't stopping. I wanted to get across the Idaho border, because I felt like if I did get stopped with a suspended license on the Idaho side, I had a much greater chance of making it home, versus I know sometimes those Utah police officers maybe are a little bit more by the book, I guess, when it comes to out-of-state drivers. But anyway, good week. We didn't get much done up at the property, but we did get some significant things done around the house here in town. I've also decided to sell my, well, let me say this. We haven't hardly used the fifth wheel. We've used it 2 times, and when I see it sitting up there, I know that it really should be sitting under some sort of a canopy that's going to protect it from the snow over winter. And so I decided to sell it. And so I threw it up on the internet, and I don't think people want fifth wheels as much as they want a bumper pull travel trailer, because naturally you have to have a designated truck to be able to pull that. But I had a guy contact me that has a very nice hunting rifle that I'm very interested in, and we made a deal. And so Monday I'm going to haul the fifth wheel down there and make the exchange, which again, a $375 fifth wheel, which I'm trading for a gun that he has close to $3,000 in, but he needs the fifth wheel so bad for to live in while he's building apartments, while he travels around, I guess, that he was willing to work it out. I believe that fifth wheel's, with the things that we've done to it, it's probably $1,000 or $1,500 fifth wheel, and I didn't try to hide that from him. I made it clear to him that that's what I felt like it was worth, and he was good with it. So anyway, we're going to start doing these weekly updates, one video a week with a collection of videos instead of 2 or 3 videos a week. We're going to do one longer video that has a little bit more information. As soon as we start on the pole barn, I'm going to do a whole series on the pole barn, because I think there's a lot of people interested in the idea of the pole barn, but we're also going to make it livable, and we're going to build the upstairs to where we could potentially live in it while we finish building the house. So anyway, next week should be a fun week.